XRP disclosure is coming, and it might not be as big of a bombshell as UFO or aliens, but in similar fashion, right? We were crazy for calling XRP reserve currency, just like so many were calling alien believers and UFO believers crazy, right? Now, I draw the two as a comparison because nobody could talk about Ripple, nobody could talk about XRP, and now we're going to force them to. Not only by John Dean taking on Elizabeth Warren in the Senate, about to go take her out, not only through this XRP documentary that's going to make the whole story go viral, but also with the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit set to conclude here sometime, hopefully now in the next year or so. We got an appeal. The timeline's been extended, but eventually we will be completely victorious. And hey, if the SEC wants to go get smacked up a little bit more in the courts, let's go have some fun. But we're also forcing disclosure by Chris Larson being the first crypto donation to the Kamala Harris campaign. That's right, folks. Now, I know a lot of people got worked up about this. I'm going to explain in this video why I think that this is some of the best marketing that could ever have been done by Team Ripple, by Chris Larson. I don't know if he got the approval. It's his money, and we're in a free country, so Chris, under his own discretion. A lot of people thinking that this is Ripple donating to Kamala. No. Just like when Stuart Alderati, the chief legal officer, donated XRP to Trump. That wasn't Ripple donating to Trump. That was one individual who works at Ripple. Just like Chris Larson, one individual who founded Ripple, who was a board of director. But that's all it is. It's not an endorsement from Ripple. They continue to remain neutral. And I'm going to explain in this video why I think that this is an incredible 5D chess move from Chris Larson to force disclosure of XRP. So without further ado, I want to get right on into this update, getting this one out here as I prepare for our Discord weekly call this Saturday morning. If you want to get access to our private group, it's at ZachRector.com. You sign up through Patreon to get access to Discord. Let's rock and roll. Right now, we are watching as XRP has crossed above 54 cents. Little bit of green candles yesterday to close out the week. Stock market went to a new all-time high. And Bitcoin and XRP in the broader crypto market popped a little bit too. 63,262 right now for Bitcoin. Gold closing out the week strong, back up to 2,674. Love to see that. And our silver's pushing back towards 32. Nice little rally there to finish off the week. Strong finishing week. Strong finishing trading day, I should say, for both gold, silver, the overall stock market. Love to see it. Precious metals are linked up down below as well for you guys if you're looking to get them. This is BRICS finance ministers gathering in Moscow after each minister signs de-dollarization agreements. It's becoming real now. They're getting together. They're doing deals. And remember, just because a country doesn't officially join BRICS doesn't mean they're not dropping the dollar. And so that's what I'm watching more closely than just BRICS. It goes deeper. It's not just, another dozen countries are going to join BRICS. Okay. And a lot of people saying that BRICS is a nothing burger. It's not BRICS. It's a broader consortium of countries around the world that are dropping the dollar for trade. They're dropping our treasuries as a reserve, and they're now doing deals and trade outside of our currency. This is the loss of the reserve currency status. You can now see it before us, but many people just want to watch mainstream media. They want to put on the blinders, and they want to think that we're going to be the biggest and best forever, even though we've lost about 10% of our global reserve currency share over the past decade. Now, Kamala just got the Kramer kiss of death. I don't see how Trump wins. This is a direct quote from Jim Cramer yesterday, folks. So unfortunately, for those of you guys listening to me that we're hoping to see Kamala, she just got the Kramer kiss of death. Place your bets wisely. This is Bitnomial founder and CEO Luke Horston. Now, we talked about this yesterday. This is my video talking about the other XRP, a new XRP lawsuit. Now, I thought there was no demand. I thought Wall Street didn't care. Why would somebody be suing the SEC for the right to sell XRP? As I said, the suits are now selling it with slideshow presentations and suing the SEC for that right to be able to sell it. The SEC is determined to overstep their statutory authority and classify XRP futures and other digital asset futures as securities futures. These products have oversight from the CFTC, but the SEC litigation keeps U.S. traders a step behind global counterparts. Brad Garlinghouse response: a new low for a renegade agency many thought couldn't sink further. They just keep on taking it. The SEC now believes it can operate above the law, ignoring a court's ruling that XRP isn't a security. And remember, folks, that is the law of the land, despite the appeal, despite Ripple's cross appeal, despite what anybody wants to say or try to FUD you out of your bag. XRP, the law of the land, not a security. Team Ripple will be watching closely, and this is the part that gets me interested. This is the part that makes me want to grab my red folder and wave it here. Team Ripple will be watching closely and weighing our own options to hold the SEC accountable. Let's do it, Brad. Sounds like a good time to me. Stuart Adirati, if this were a law school blue book exam, the hypothetical scenario would be a regulator agency loses in court but still threatens enforcement to pressure compliance, raising major constitutional concerns and further compromising the legitimacy of the agency. They are downright corrupt. They are being exposed. We will not stop till we have a level playing field. And the worst thing that they could have done was appeal. It's only going to bring more attention to XRP. It's only going to give us more time to stack our bags. It's only going to give us more time to expose the SEC. If they would have settled up, done a deal, hey, you guys are fine, we would have probably left them alone. A lot of people wouldn't care. But now you got a lot of people that are upset. A lot of people that are starting to realize, even if they don't hold XRP, hey, what's going on with the SEC? And it's not just our crypto space. It's the broader capital markets that's, been scrutinizing the SEC, more worried about climate disclosures than allowing fake fraud IPOs dumping from China and others to dump on U.S. retirees. How about that? How about before we worry about climate disclosures, we worry about the fraud and the fake IPOs in companies that have been dumped on U.S. retirement bag holders? That's what's going on top of everything that we've disclosed and uncovered in the cryptocurrency space. Now, we're just continuing to watch and observe as there's been huge, massive XRP whale movements. 30 million XRP transferred from Bybit to an unknown wallet. We've been seeing some big ones come from Bybit to an unknown wallet. There's just big whale movements right now. Is this a run up to the ETF? Is this institutions? I do think that there's big money that's starting to front run what they see coming for XRP. Even though this appeal has gone on, I think that many people understand that it doesn't mean that XRP is going to miss this bull run completely. Are targets adjusted? Is timeline extended on going to those big targets? Yes. But when we look at what's right in front of us, we're about to have the spotlight shining down on us, right? And even when you look at just the conservative technical analysis, we're still going somewhere fun. And when I talk about XRP going viral, when I talk about XRP starting to get the spotlight shined on it, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I think that this was an incredible chess move by Chris Larson. And let me read this off and then I'll share my comments. Eleanor Terrett with the scoop. As always, huge shout out to Eleanor. Ripple co-founder Chris Larson has made the first documented crypto donation to Kamala Harris. Now, this is what's important. This is the first crypto donation to Kamala. So everybody gets to talk about this. Everybody. Not just people in crypto, people outside of crypto. Oh, wow. Kamala finally got a crypto bro to give her some crypto as a donation. Sounds like not many people have been believing in the Kamala crypto reset. But Chris Larson is, I guess. Or maybe there's another play there. Which is exactly what I think is taking place here. Fred Rispoli. There are plenty of different motivations to explain this donation. Thinking it over more, in my opinion, the best explanation is simply screw it. Let's see if she accepts the XRP her own administration says is an investment contract. And remember that this is only 0.03% of Chris Larson's net worth. So Chris Larson is essentially paying for a coffee, excuse me, equivalent to his net worth. This is nothing, right? I mean, this is a small little handout to Kamala compared to what Chris Larson's actually worth. But a great point. The hypocrisy in this, how ironic this is, right? For Chris Larson to donate XRP to the administration, although they're claiming a crypto reset, the actions speak much, much louder than words as they continue to sue this space, as they continue to file an appeal. Now think about this. This administration with Gary Gensler, we know which administration he's working for and which side he works with, right? And who really pays his check. It's not that Gary Gensler is necessarily a Democrat. It's just that he works for the bankers that have bought out the Democrats and Republicans. Don't think this is a left-right issue, really, necessarily. This is just sold out from the top down. But the point being, how ironic is this? After the appeal to keep this lawsuit going on, Chris Larson turns around and says, oh, here you go. Here's $1 million of this security for you. Hopefully you guys can put it to good work against Trump. right? And so I tweeted this out. I said, Chris Larson just forced disclosure of XRP to the masses by donating to Kamala. That's what he just did. Because now everybody gets to see the first crypto donation. Who was it? What crypto? Ripple, XRP. And I've always said, ever since, Chris Larson came out and supported Kamala, this is all about the suits laughing behind the scenes, guys. If you think for 1 second that Chris Larson wants to see an unrealized capital gains tax on a guy who, when XRP just goes to a few bucks, is going to be worth $1 trillion, Chris Larson's going to have $1 trillion plus of unrealized capital gains when XRP goes to $5, and I'm pulling that number, just kind of pulling it out of my hat. You guys can fact check me on that, but you get my point. The dude would literally have $1 trillion of unrealized losses with his XRP if XRP just goes to $5, $10. These guys are going to be the first trillionaires, David Schwartz, Chris Larson, and others. And you really think that they would support a unrealized capital gains tax? You think that they would support a higher corporate tax rate? No, there's not a chance. But that's what I'm saying. We always talk about it. This is one big club and we ain't in it. No, we are in it. We are in it. We got in. This is the entry to the club. Is you literally just throw money away to get into the club. That's what this is. This is $1 million worth of XRP. I think it was 1.6 million XRP to be exact, about $1 million worth, but it's going viral. This is marketing. This is just like sending Ashton Kutcher to Ellen to show Ellen how great crypto is. Now we got CNBC sharing it out for the masses. Ripple founder donates $1 million in XRP to Kamala Harris. Now, anybody who has a brain on their head, they have to look into this. Why? This company's being sued. Why would the founder donate? And he's donating XRP. What's going on here? What is this lawsuit about? And then they start to dig. And then folks go from, they learned about Bitcoin, they learned about the crazy crypto space, to learning about XRP, learning about Ripple, learning about real businesses using cryptocurrency, real utility provided by cryptocurrency, and how a new financial system can be born from cryptocurrency technology like XRP and others. This is how you force disclosure on the masses. Is Chris Larson actually a bleeding heart liberal? He might lean that way. He might, who knows? For all we know, he might actually be conservative. And I'll tell you right now, which is kind of the point that I'm making, behind the scenes, these guys are all killers, metaphorically speaking. These guys are all killers. They're all here to make money. They're not here to be your friend, other than when it's convenient. And that's when we donate $1 million to the campaign, paid in XRP. Why? Spotlight shine downs on us. And so I love to see it. Am I going to get offended or am I going to get upset if Stuart Alderati donates to Trump or Chris Larson donates to Kamala? You have to understand the bigger move here. You have to understand the chess move. How do you force disclosure? This is like I related it back to at the beginning. You were crazy for thinking in UFOs, aliens, and all that stuff. Now, we got whistleblowers, testimony in Congress, all these reports coming out. Yeah, we're, doing these deals and all that, right? The same thing's happening here, where nobody could talk about Ripple. Nobody could talk about XRP unless you were going to hate on it. Now, we're forcing disclosure, and now they have to take a look at Ripple's business. Now they have to take a look at the XRP ledger. And as so many of us have found that have led us to this XRP investment, XRP is the better XRP. It always has been, always will be. And that's why we ain't going anywhere. If you appreciate what we're doing, make sure you like this video. Help me out by sharing it out far and wide. Everything's at ZachRector.com, and I'm going to head on over, and we're going to start up our Discord weekly call. If you guys are looking to get access to our private group, ZachRector.com, sign up through Patreon to get access to Discord, and come join the family. God bless you all. Have a great weekend. Thank you. I am your host, Zach Rector. I really appreciate all of the love and support. If you want to support the channel, just remember that you can start by smashing that thumbs up for me, sharing this content far and wide, and everything else is at my website.